You know, so you
so
can't
you
really
don't
say,
think,
she can learn.
as one of those qualities
She
that
can
you
learn.
look for in a woman, you don't think sex is as important as it. You.
As I said to you,
yeah.
I'm not saying.
I'm just clarifying.
I'm not saying it's not important.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there is more than one thing that makes up a relationship. As I said to you, you can have brilliant sex and then she's as thick as 2 planks of wood. So the sex might be good, but sometimes you need an intellectual conversation.
But some men want that. They want a trophy something on their arm, innit?
Yeah, but but if you're looking for a wife, you're not looking for a trophy. Do you understand? If she could be a trophy, she might be a trophy and she could be crap in bed. So what's the point? And if you're not happy, then you're going to stray. No matter how good she looks, you're going to stray because she's not giving you partly what you want, and vice versa. You know, as I said to you, you know, you've got to have someone there that is not just your wife, but is your companion as well.
Yeah. See, the qualities I would want is someone who's got a sense of humour, someone that I can sit down and have a conversation with. Do you understand? It's not going to be like I'm sitting there talking and they've got nothing to say to me or they've got nothing to add to a conversation. That's boring.
Okay.
That's boring. The other thing is that I look for in a relationship is that I want to be able to trust that person 100%.
Yeah, well,
because with trust comes everything. With trust, you can move mountains.
Yeah, I don't know about mountains.
No, but I'm telling you, because if you can trust somebody, you can work with somebody, regardless of whether they're in the same station in life as you. For example, for example, I'm university educated. But if I happen to date somebody who's unemployed, but I see potential in them, you can work together on that, as long as you can trust that person. As long as you can, but when you can't trust that person...
Well, you don't have a relationship, do you?
You don't have a relationship, do you?
Of course not, you don't.
Right. So that's one of the things that I look for. And someone who's got a sense of humour. Although I'm a serious person sometimes. Yeah, but then again,
like you said, supposing he wasn't good with the sex.
See, to me, sex is important. See, this is where me and you differ. I'm too old to be teaching somebody how to fuck, basically. I know it sounds crude. It sounds crude, right? But I'm too old now. I'm too old along the tooth to be able to teach somebody what to do for sex.
Yeah, but
you can sit down and have a... Yes, you can. No, I don't want to be teaching somebody.
No,
I can sit down and have a conversation with them.
But when you say teach somebody, now you see...
There's people out there that ain't got a clue.
Well, I don't
they don't know. They don't want to know what a woman's anatomy is. They don't want to know how to turn a woman. They don't want to know. They just want to pump and get off.
Yeah, but isn't it?
They want to pump, get off, turn over, and go to sleep.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean, that's see, you know that is something different. You see, there's more. If you want to look at it, then there's 2 types of sex. There's one where it's just raw,
there's just
and
raw
there's
sex.
also but then also there's ones where you both have a meeting of the mind. Now that is a sweeter sex, where you both have a meeting of the mind. Because
that's a more intimate. If you've got a meeting of mind, that's a more intimate thing. So that makes it better. It makes it better.
Exactly, but that's what it's supposed to be about.
Because that's just, it's
that
just
is what
chemistry.
It's about.
That's chemistry.
Right,
that's what
you're talking.
You have
to.
Yeah.
That is what you have to have with the woman. But if you haven't got that, then it's almost just like raw sex. And it's not often there that you do always have a meeting of the mind.
What do you think, peeps? Comment below and tell me what you think about this subject. What is the qualities you look for in a man or a woman? Do you think sex is important in a relationship? Do you think it can be taught? Do you think it can be taught? Do you really think that you could teach somebody how to have sex with you?
Wow, no, that's a good question. Hold on, let me think about this for a little while. No, that's a good question.
Because, like I said,
there are things,
the subject
you know what? There are things. You see,
the qualities you find in a person, right?
Now, when you say teach someone to have sex with you, is it things that you want to do?
No, I shouldn't say sex. I should say make love, because there's a difference. To me, there's a difference.
Well, you know, I think there's sometimes you either have it or you don't have it. It either works or it doesn't work.
Because there's sex and there's making love.
Well, that's the truth of the matter, yeah. But I think sometimes I think it's very difficult if you start having sex to make love. If you start out making love, it's very difficult to have sex.
It's like when you're in the friend zone, it's difficult for you to go back to be in a relationship from the friend zone. Once you've been friend zoned, for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's like somebody's attracted to you, but you don't see them that way. So you'd rather have them as a friend, but really that person wants to have a relationship with you, and that's what you call friend zoning, right?
Okay, well, can men and women ever really be friends?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think they can. Or do you think the other person's always going to have requited love? Do you think
someone's always going to want something?
Do you think
once
so?
I think once it starts off that way,
we've been friends. But we've been friends for over 25 years, right?
Yeah.
We've been friends for over 25 years,
and
we've been nothing most of the time, nothing but friends, right?
Yeah.
We've been nothing but friends.
Yeah.
So what are you saying then?
We're friends.
Okay. So what are you saying then?
We're friends.
Because you're saying a man and woman can never be friends.
Yeah, but
I'm going to cut this piece out, trust me.
No. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But don't forget, you see, the thing with men, right? The thing with men, when they meet a woman, whether that woman's with some man, whether they're by themselves or whatever, a man makes his intentions clear. There are subtle ways, like, you know what?
No, that's not true. They wouldn't be friend zones. They wouldn't be friend zones if they made their intentions clear. They wouldn't be friend zones unless, of course.
No, listen. A man is making his intentions clear. Even the way that a man meets a woman, he'll say, "Oh, you're very beautiful," or he'll take her hands and he'll kiss her hand. In those little gestures, what he does, he's showing her that he wants her to be his potential woman.
Yeah, but you see, I'm like this. I'm straight. I'm black and white. Don't come with the hints. I don't want the hints. Be straight with me.
Yeah, but you don't just come up and say, "Boy, I want to sleep with you," do you?
No, you get to know somebody, but in the end, all the gestures is not going to get you anywhere, especially if you're somebody like me.
Well,
all the gestures you could make, you could tell me I'm beautiful. No. You could tell me I'm beautiful till the cows come home.
Well,
you're not telling me nothing.
What you doing?
You're just giving me your pen. You're not telling me that. Boy, I think you're beautiful, and I think we should take this further. You're not saying that. You're just saying. No, but
you don't go up to a woman.
But there's subtle ways of doing it. That
well,
rather than doing those dry hints.
Subtle ways.
No, that's not a subtle way of doing it.
It's not dry hints. It's the way that it's done. It's even the way. You know what? Even the way a man looks at a woman, he can look at her and eye her up and say, well, even with his eyes, he's telling her that he wants her, and she picks those up, and she knows that.
Okay, so what you're saying is,
like me, Rasta.
One of the qualities. What you're saying then is one of those qualities is that a physical appearance makes a difference to you.
Sorry, a physical appearance. What do you mean?
The person's physical. Is that one of the qualities? Is that one of the qualities for you? Physical appearance, or do you think just men in general?
Obviously, when you look at a woman, she's got to be pleasing to the eye.
Right.
That's the first thing there that you look at. Because first, before even a word is said, you know, you can see someone, you might see a man down the road, and you might say, the first thing you come into your mind, he's handsome, you know. He's a handsome brother, you know. Before he's even said anything. When a man looks at a woman, he's looking at her, you know, and he's saying, yeah, boy, the woman look all right, man. That could be my woman, you know what I mean? So that's already got in your mind. Yeah. So that's your first. So when you meet her now, you might say something to her. Oh, you're very beautiful. It's nice to meet you. Now, by saying that, he's already made it clear that he likes her.
Yeah.
And now that woman knows that. So that woman knows that he's not just after just to be my friend. If I was to come up to her and say, yeah, you're all right, and whatever else, I've not made no move. It's like I've just come up and, you know, I've got no intentions. Like for instance, if you're in a relationship and you've got no intentions of going with that woman, you're going to meet her different because you've got your woman and whatever else. So you're not thinking about it like that. But when you come up and say, "Oh yes, nice to meet you. You're very beautiful," or "You're looking good today," now you've already put that in her head that, oh, the man likes me. He's giving me a compliment. So now that's always his invitation. He's made it clear, but he's made it clear in a very subtle way. You don't go up to a woman and say, "Oh, I want to fuck you." She just slap you in the face, the blood clot, whether she wants it or not. That's not the way she wants to be. That's not the way she wants to be approached, is it?
No.
If someone, like you said, you're saying, "Oh, well, I want him to come up to me and be clear." So if a man just walk up to me,
but there's a way of being clear without being vulgar.
Yeah, but
isn't there? Isn't there a way of being clear without being vulgar?
Maybe I've pushed that to the extent.
All right, you've given the extreme.
But I'm just trying to show you what I'm talking about. You're saying, "Well, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I like you or you look good." So
because I'm just trying to see. That's what I'm saying to you. It depends on A, the woman, and B, what they're looking for at the time when you approach them. Because for me, I like directness. I don't want the hints.
And what do you call direct then? Do you see what I'm saying? When I just said to you, "Oh,
I really like you." I'll give you an example. I really like you. I think you're beautiful.
Yeah, but isn't that
Can I have your number? Can I take you out on a date? Can I get to know you better? Then you know what the intention is. But to grab my hand and kiss it and say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and then that's it. That means nothing to me.
But what it is
that means nothing to me.
No, but it's what the implications of what you're doing is. You know, it's the way that he looks at you.
But you've got to take it further.
Yeah, but you just don't go up to a woman and say, "Oh, I like you, I want your number," and that's it. You know, she's going to think, what does he think I'm easy?
What's your chirping skills then? What's your chirping skills, mate? Tell me what your chirps. How you chirps then? How you chirps? Tell me.
I'll probably say you look soft and then you're about to surrender. And I says you look like marriage material.
No. Do you know what? I went on one date with this guy, and but I knew it was a friend beforehand. And
she said to me,
he came to my house and he cocked up his foot. He said, "Boy, you're marriage material, you know."
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Do you think you got a second date?
Well, what's wrong with that? You look like marriage material. What's wrong with that?
No, but on the first date, you're telling me that.
Well, I said that, and you know what the woman said to me? She goes, "Who's going to do the trimming around the edges?" And I said, "Don't worry."
What do you mean do the trimming around what edges?
I said to her, I told you, I said to her.
Oh my God, filthy mind.
Yeah, what I said to her. I said to her, "You look like marriage material. You just need a little trimming around the edges." Yeah?
You never said that.
I did, and she said, "Who's going to do the trimming?" And I said, "I did. I'm going to do the trimming."
You're so rude.
Well, what's rude about that? I thought that's a compliment. What's wrong with telling a woman she looks like marriage material?
No, but it's not the marriage material bit. It's the bit afterwards, the edges.
You just need a little trimming around the edges. Well, no woman's perfect, are they?
We'll get trimming my edge then.
What edge?
The edge out in the backyard.
I'm not talking about that trimming.
I'm joking. I know exactly what you're talking about. Bloody
but you see,
some people
messages. You see,
no, I'm taking the piss now.
That. I know, but she took that. You know, that's the thing. You say that to one woman, then they know how to take it. And another woman said to me, "Well, what the wrath are you talking about?" You know what I mean? But I thought that's a compliment. For a man to say that you look like marriage material is a good compliment. It's saying that you're decent. So I don't see why they take offence to that. Why do they take offence to it? If someone tells you that you look like marriage material, most women, they want the man to ask them to marry, you know what I mean? But, you know, they're not good enough to marry. And then you're coming up and telling this one here that she's marriage material. She should be jumping all over the place. So
if somebody hasn't got all the qualities that you want, but they've got most of them, for example, they can't cook, but they've got the other qualities, or they've got, out of your 5 criteria, for example, say you had 5 criteria, out of the 5 criteria, they only meet 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you still take that on?
Yeah.
Would you still take it on?
Probably. Yeah. Well, I don't see why not. Well, it depends on what, I don't know, you know, because You're never
So
gonna, no one's perfect, yeah.
So you can trust her.
Yeah,
you can work together.
Important. Yeah.
The sex is good.
Yeah.
But she can't cook.
Yeah.
And she's got a brain that.
Well, the brain is the brain.
She's got no, you know.
2 ounces of brain cells, nah, man. No,
She's got no 2 ounces.
See, for me, I need stimulation, so I need a woman that's got a good brain on her head.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? No, I couldn't marry if she didn't have a brain, no matter about the other ones. I like, you see, I need to be motivated and stimulated, and I like to be deep in conversation. You know, if you shallow, it'd just be boring, man. I'd have to.
So what would you class as shallow then?
Shallow is just somebody there that sees what's on the top and not what's underneath. They can't go any deeper than looking at the top of the glass or whatever.
Yeah.
To me,
yeah,
you know, like if you go a bit deeper and you say, well, what about this or what about that? Or you go a little deeper and they can't, oh no, I'm not interested. No, I just don't want to know. Then, you know, I can't deal with that because you have to go to certain levels in order to know where that person's
It's
at.
true because, for example, especially at our age and getting older, sex is one thing, but if you can't have a conversation, once you get older and the sex is done with, what are you going to do?
Well, that's what I mean. You know, I mean, like, yeah, you have to have somebody to stimulate, to make your mind work. Otherwise, you become brain dead.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And, you know, yeah, I just can't be. But you see, most of the women that, luckily, I've been with the women there that I go for intelligent women. You know, I go for maybe women there that other men can't deal with, like, because they're so intelligent, they feel threatened by them. But me, that is, yeah, but for me, that is like, that really stimulates me, you know, because they're on a different level.
Yeah.
I don't want a woman there that's just.
I know everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in no love likes, in a dancehall style.